No! No!
I don't regret voting for Trump.
What the Give me some Hogwatch, chat. Come on. I want to see more. I want to see more Americans. I want to see conservatives try and defend and fail to defend Donald Trump. And I want to see conservative, like normie conservatives, be like, yeah, I voted for him and I still think this is the right thing. I want to take out my cigarette paper, okay, unfold it, and then put all of the delicious copium in it and pack up the fattest of hand-rolled cigarettes and smoke on it, okay? I need it. Coping with it in his mouth, Bill Mitchell. Who else sees an incredible buying opportunity? With what money? Who's he talking to? Like, even if he was talking to the wealthiest people, they just wiped out like $7 trillion of their net worth. So I don't think they're making any market moves right now. Oh, this is also hilarious. For his true believers, there's literally nothing he could do that wouldn't be just a part of the plan. Donald Trump thinks in centuries. You mere mortals think in decades. He thinks in centuries. First long-term thinking president of my lifetime, he says. This motherfucker's a partner at Sequoia Capital, bro. How is that possible? How do you have peasant brain like this? Starting the tariffs on Canada and then reversing them with a 30-day deadline, then reinstating them, then expanding them was a stroke of seven-dimensional chess. Brilliant. Like, it's his job. This is directly his job. Donald Trump fucked him. 2 days ago, Donald Trump basically destroyed this man. And he's over here being like, you don't understand. This is forward thinking. This is the kind of forward thinking that we need. Let's look at Cat Turd. He says, but tariffs don't work. Just in, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer seeks new trade deal with the United States to remove tariffs. You know what's really funny about this? This is Brexit. This is very similar to Brexit, except there was at least like a lot of people that wanted Brexit, even though it is a unnecessary own goal, right? This is Amerixit. So it's hilarious that he's like, Cat Turd is like, hell yeah, we did it. Like, what do you mean? I'm doing Brexit to you? No, but if you do Brexit to everyone, you're doing Brexit to yourself. You're the one who's Brexiting. Do you not understand? And it's funny because just like with Brexit, where England already had the sweetest deal with the EU, like just the sweetest deal with the European Union already, and simply exiting out of that partnership meant that they would have to go back to the table and get worse deals overall. This, unironically, is the same thing. America designed this entire global system at the behest of capital, and now it's just doing this exit that no one asked for with seemingly no good reason. I do want to know what Asmongold's take is on the tariffs. Is it based? Is it content president? Or is he reading the tea leaves and having to is he reading the tea leaves and having to reposition himself to say maybe it's not so based? Yeah. Well. He was watching an old Bernie speech where Bernie was talking up protectionism. Yeah, it was right then. The concept in and of itself is right now. Except when Bernie makes that argument, he was trying to defend the pre-existing manufacturing capabilities of the United States of America. Bernie Sanders now probably has a different argument. Don't know what it is. But my argument back then would have been similar to Bernie Sanders's. And my argument now is that trade protectionism isn't wrong. Okay? It's not wrong. I am not a free trade defender. I don't like free trade. There is no such thing as free trade anyway. As long as inequality amongst nations exists, as long as we continue dominating the global south, there is no such thing as free trade. It's just beneficial for capital owners, and that's it. Having said that, what Trump is doing is insane. It's not trade protectionism. It's just pure stupidity. It's like playing chess with a pigeon, okay? He's just knocking the board. That's all he's doing. He's like, fuck it. Yeah, he said, our trade policy should benefit American workers, not just corporate CEOs. That includes targeted tariffs to stop corporations from outsourcing American jobs and factories. We do not need a blanket arbitrary sales tax that will raise prices on products that Americans need. Exactly. Because this is what Trump is doing is a blanket sales tax. It's regressive. It harms the working poor. It harms the working class in general. That's all this is. And so many people who are going to be paying the sales tax don't even understand that they're doing so. And the only reason why this is a blanket sales tax is because we don't have the competitive manufacturing, the domestic competitive manufacturing capacity. We don't have it. So people are like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm an importer, okay? I sell t-shirts. I'm an importer. I sell car parts. Car parts not even the best example because like at least we have some capabilities here, but it's like, okay, I get coffee beans, you know? What am I supposed to do? Shit it out? Make my own coffee beans here? Like how am I supposed to do that? You know? I bring in bananas. What am I supposed to do? Grow bananas in my backyard? What am I going to do? Vanilla. Yeah. Targeted protectionism to promote certain businesses is good, except exactly. Trump is not even protecting businesses that exist. He is quote unquote protecting businesses that don't exist yet and a manufacturing capacity that will take a decade to build if America already got serious about rebuilding its infrastructure and its manufacturing capabilities. It's so stupid.
I'm concerned. I mean, it's something that's over 80 years. We've had trade partners that we trusted, that they trusted us, and we've lost that over the course of 2 months or a month. So I am concerned. I'm retired, and that concerns me. As anything we lose now on the market, we've got a shorter time period to recover.
I pay attention to the tariff.
Yeah, there's also effects and necessity, not just treats. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I agree. Of course, this also will impact. Like that's why I said banana. It's not a treat. Okay. Banana is not a treat. Food is not a treat. It's a necessity for survival.
I think if they could bring more jobs to Americans, people in the United States, then I think it's great. But I don't want to see it to hurt the people in the United States. And I have stocks on the market and everything else, and I don't want to hurt that either. But
you're a long way from home, sir. What the hell are you doing in New York City? I got stocks in the stock market and cattle back at the ranch.
Sometimes you have to give the receive. What overseas is doing to the United States, that's wrong. Whether it's any kind of business, whether it's your business, my business, or anybody's, that's wrong. And hopefully these tariffs, I know what he's trying to do, these tariffs will help the people with businesses, break the business stronger, make the people that's working and everything else, you know, they can come back and make a decent living.
I mean, I feel nervous for our household budget with 2 kids, especially living in San Francisco, which is one of the most expensive cities in this country. I wonder what our grocery bill is going to be like. I wonder if we can afford to upgrade our car when it breaks down.
Yeah, he flew into New York City to check on his stocks personally. He's like, I went down there to see the stock market. I needed to see the trading floor. Back in my day, that's how we handled the cattle. And that's how I'm handling my stocks too.
All those things are on my mind. I think
made sure that my stockbroker's got all of his teeth in his mouth. I opened it up. I said, they say don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but I'm going to look at this one. I'll tell you what.
It's really going to hurt our pocketbook.
Well, I manage our stock portfolio. So I viewed it today, and I'm not going to say how much it was down, but it was down 6 figures, that's our retirement. That's our kids.
Yeah.
That's our kids' schooling, their college, everything. I'm super concerned that there's going to be a recession or a depression, and it's gonna hurt the investments that we spent so long creating for our family and for our future. So yeah, I'm nervous for sure.
I think it's business as usual, and business as usual has never been good for vulnerable people.
How are you feeling about the markets right now?
Not great.
Anxious?
Optimistic.
Worried.
Terrified.
It's not too clear what's going to happen in the future, in the near future, long-term future.
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of uncertainty.
Now business and politics are even more transparently aligned. Historically, they at least pretended for a while.
We have to understand that there's a lot of implications and all these
Bro, hella people started getting woke all of a sudden. What's going on?
implications are certainly in the short term are not good for the economy.
Someone once said to me, the only days that matter are the day you buy and the day you sell. So I try not to let the kind of daily or weekly up and downs get to me.
Yeah, this is a little bit more than a daily or weekly up and down, don't you think? Like, he's not wrong, but this is a unique situation. There's a little bit of a unique situation where it's like, you know, you can hit zero. It's up.
Too much.
3 months in, by the way. Just want to point that out again. Based, content, president, things are getting chaotic. Also, 3 months in. Just want to point that out again. I will keep pointing that out as every single day passes if we make it that far. But we are only 3 months in to the Burger Reich.
I'm not
making any big moves. Just going to kind of wait and see how.
It turns out the stock market was also held together by unfettered homosexuality. We eliminate the woke, we eliminate transgender ideology, and look what happens. It turns out DEI or die, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and non-binaries. Every single part of American society was held together by woke. These guys went to war with woke, and look where that got us. Time to make sure every single person is trans, gay, non-binary, in a wheelchair, veteran status, if that's technically a part of DEI as well. DEIA, women only, women only.
Plays out, but it's certainly a little disconcerting.
My stocks are doing too well, so I don't feel good about it. I'm hoping that there's going to be some positive changes soon, and that there's some checks and regulations where the situation can be managed.
I just, think about ultimately what's important to me, and it's not, the value of a particular stock or index, and that's, my family and friends, and that's what's most important.
There's implications of his intentions, and there's implications of his unintended consequences.
Vulnerable people were always unsafe, and now they're made even more vulnerable. He's bringing a lot of groups that historically have been safe, a lot of elites, academics, into these kind of struggles. My concern is that those folks, instead of pushing left and supporting one another, are going to instead try to make concessions, and historically that never benefits anyone.
No! No! I don't regret voting for Trump.
Wait, no. Americans react to tariff price increases.
No! No!
That's amazing.
I don't regret voting for Trump.
Donald Trump's tariffs means almost everything that is imported into the United States is expected to become more expensive, including stuff Americans really love, like beer and Macca's, because Ronald McDonald
Macca's and beer
uses Aussie beef.
No!
There's something wrong with that dude's eyes, bro. I'm sorry. That is creepy. Motherfucker's eyes will light up an entire room. Don't look at me with them sweet baby blues, dude. Holy
Ronald McDonald uses Aussie beef.
No! No!
You just straight look. Damon! Terrifying the people.
No!
You're upset about it?
No!
Wait, are you actually being serious,
This
sir?
affects the political, economic state of the world right now.
No, please. Oh, no, my gosh. I need to call my mom. Wait.
Oh, my God. The Zoomers can't be serious for a second. You know these are FaZe Clan watchers, too. Like, they are behaving exactly like Ronaldo, stable Ronaldo. Just irony poison Zoomers doing skits on Australian news.
I'm so serious. Oh my gosh, bro.
Okay, maybe those boys weren't that worried about it, but think about it. Every business that sells goods imported from overseas, they're going to probably have to jack up their prices. That florist, it sells flowers from Colombia and Ecuador. Those dry cleaners there use chemicals from overseas. That kebab shop, that lamb is from Australia and New Zealand. The estimate is American families will likely have to spend as much as $4,000 US more a year. I'm out here in Sun Valley,
As an Australian, we don't let this guy look at people in the street, too distracting. Yeah, that's why they shipped his ass to America. Also, I miss the Aussie boys so much. I told Alexa he has to come out. He's like, finally, I've gotten in a good groove of like making videos again. And I was like, if you come to LA, I will whip you. I will whip you every day to make sure that you put videos out.
Los Angeles. I just met a bloke called Nick. He voted for Donald Trump. He tells me that he's now worried for his children's welfare.
Things are tough already as it is with inflation and cost of living, but an extra $4,000 just out of the blue for not really anything material, just gonna be very tough. I don't regret voting for Trump.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, it's just like, it's super basic to just be like, yeah, I did something wrong. It's okay. It just please, for the love of Christ and all things holy, it is healthy and good to be like, I think I fucked up. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. This to me is troublesome because it shows me that these guys will never change. These guys will never, ever, ever in a million years go, yeah, this was bad. It's like Trump is infallible, dude.